that, I'll start. That you recall whatever it is taught yesterday. Good morning, everyone. So, in the last class, we have discussed that is moving coil galvanometer, correct? Moving coil galvanometer, we have seen. What is the expression for moving coil galvanometer? I told you already what do you mean by moving coil galvanometer, what is the principle behind it. And then next, we have seen the construction part, and then next is the theory behind that moving coil galvanometer. These all points we have discussed in the last class. I hope you remember what is the current expression we have seen. What is this moving coil galvanometer? It will help you to detect the presence of current. It will help you to detect the presence of current here. So that moving coil galvanometer works under some principle. What was that principle? When a moving coil galvanometer is placed between strong magnetic field, when it is placed between strong magnetic field, it will experience a torque. It will experience a torque that is called as what? That is the principle of moving coil galvanometer. I hope you remember the construction part. And last we have seen the expression for that moving coil galvanometer that is given by I is equal to. Okay. So the expression for current in the case of moving coil galvanometer, it is given by I is equal to K divided by N B A into pi. This was the expression for that current in a moving coil galvanometer. This is the expression for current in a moving coil galvanometer, where K is called as what? Torsional constant. Where K is called as torsional constant. N is what? Number of turns in the coil. Number of turns in the coil. B is magnetic field. A is what? A is nothing but it is the area. A is nothing but area here, and pi is the deflection in the galvanometer. Pi is the deflection in the galvanometer. This we have seen yesterday. So today our point is that is sensitivity of moving coil galvanometer. What is the sensitivity of moving coil galvanometer? Here galvanometer can be converted into, I hope you are understanding, galvanometer can be converted into ammeter and voltmeter. Galvanometer can be converted into ammeter and voltmeter. So based on that, we have two types of sensitivity. We have two types of sensitivity. So what are the two types of sensitivity here? Sensitivity. So what we are discussing, that is moving coil galvanometer can be converted into ammeter and voltmeter. Based on that, we have two types of sensitivity. One is called as current sensitivity. One is called as current sensitivity. Understand this point clearly, because this last part what you are saying, from yesterday, it is there in the practical also. It will help you for Viva questions. So one is current sensitivity, and the second one we have, that is voltage sensitivity. One is current sensitivity and the other one is voltage sensitivity. Is it clear? A galvanometer can be converted into ammeter or voltmeter. According to it, it has two types. One is current sensitivity and the other one is voltage sensitivity. Current sensitivity and voltage sensitivity. So first here we will see what do you mean by current sensitivity. What do you mean by current sensitivity? We will discuss. So here what do you mean by current sensitivity? It is nothing but, current sensitivity is nothing but the deflection produced the deflection produced in the galvanometer per unit current. Current sensitivity is equal to, how you write deflection in the galvanometer? Deflection in the galvanometer is given by pi. Current sensitivity is defined as it is the deflection produced in the galvanometer per unit current in the galvanometer. So this is called as current sensitivity. It is nothing but deflection produced in the galvanometer when a unit current flows through it. So this is current sensitivity. Simple definition. What do you mean by current sensitivity? Current sensitivity is nothing but it is the deflection produced in the galvanometer per unit current flowing through it. Per unit current, it means per unit area, whatever the current flowing is there, in that how much deflection it will show. So the ratio of this is called as what? Current sensitivity. You can measure the sensitivity, current sensitivity of a galvanometer by knowing the deflection and by knowing the current in the galvanometer. This is called as current sensitivity. Is it clear, everyone? What do you mean by current sensitivity? Because if you understand current sensitivity, then you will understand voltage sensitivity. Is it clear? What do you mean by current sensitivity? Any doubt? What do you mean by current sensitivity? Current sensitivity is nothing but it is the current sensitivity is nothing but it is current flowing through per unit, sorry, deflection produced by the galvanometer per unit current. Current sensitivity is defined as it is the deflection produced in the galvanometer per unit current flowing to it is called as current sensitivity. Can you tell me what will be the unit of this current sensitivity? Any idea? See, deflection we measure. Deflection we measure in terms of division. Deflection we measure in terms of division. Current we measure in terms of what? Ampere. So the unit of current sensitivity is given by it is division per ampere. It is division per ampere. That is a unit of current sensitivity. Very simple definition. So what we discussed, a galvanometer can be converted into voltmeter as well as ammeter. According to that or based on that, we have two types of sensitivity. One is current sensitivity and the other one is voltage sensitivity. What do you mean by current sensitivity? Current sensitivity is nothing but it is the deflection produced in the galvanometer per unit current flowing through it. Per unit current flowing through it, that is called as current sensitivity. What is the unit of current sensitivity? It is division per ampere. It is division per ampere, or they will call it as radian per ampere also, or they will take it as radian per ampere also. I hope the current sensitivity definition is clear to everyone. Any doubt? Current sensitivity definition, unit and its expression. Understood? Adil, Aishwarya, Ajay, Bhavesh, Lakshmi, Mar, Ishan, Omkar, Preeti, Sadia, Uzma, Sakinath is not there today. Hmm. Is it clear, everyone? Current sensitivity. Okay. Right? Okay. So now I'll write one more expression based on this. Listen carefully because these points are important for your competitive exam also. Right? So here what I'll write the expression for this current sensitivity in terms of number of turns and all. How I'll write it as, you know that is we have I is equal to, from moving coil galvanometer what you have, I is equal to क्या था expression कल का, that is K into pi divided by NBA. K into pi divided by NBA is your expression. Here what I'll do, I'll substitute the value of I. I substitute the value of pi. पाई का वैल्यू क्या सब्स्टिट्यूट कर सकते हो, पाई को इधर रखो, बाकी का टर्म्स ट्रांसफर करो, becomes INBA divided by K. Getting? So I'll substitute the value of pi here. Pi value becomes, but already here I is there, that I'll take. I will get cancelled. Therefore, current sensitivity can also be expressed as NBA divided by K. This is current sensitivity. So this is another expression for current sensitivity. Simple expression. I have just substituted the value of what? That is pi value. Pi मतलब क्या है, वो deflection है. Pi is number of deflection. Right? So understand this properly so that voltage sensitivity understanding it is very easy for you. Okay. Okay. So this completes current sensitivity concept. Next we will see voltage sensitivity. To understand this, that will be easy. So next I'll write voltage sensitivity. Next is voltage sensitivity. So how you can define voltage sensitivity? Same line, instead of current, voltage we are taking. What is voltage sensitivity? It is number of deflection in the galvanometer per unit voltage. It is nothing but it is the deflection produced in the galvanometer when a unit potential difference is applied across the two terminals of the galvanometer. So it is textbook definition. So in short, you can define it as what? Number of deflection per unit potential difference across the galvanometer. Right? So here the galvanometer will be there. You can, if you see galvanometer, it will be having two knobs. When you come for the practical, that time I'll show you the galvanometer. So here the two terminals, whatever it is connected to the potential difference. So that deflection per unit potential difference across the two terminals of the galvanometer is called as what? Voltage sensitivity. Again, I'll repeat. So suppose this is a galvanometer device. It has two knobs. So whatever the knobs are there, it is connected to the battery. Right? Battery is giving you some potential difference. So here what we say, the deflection produced per unit potential, the deflection produced in the galvanometer when a unit potential difference, when a unit potential difference is connected across the two terminals of the galvanometer. That is called as what? Voltage sensitivity. That is called as voltage sensitivity. Right? So here also what you can do, you can substitute the value of pi. Okay, you can substitute the value of pi and you can calculate the unit also. Again, here what will be the unit? Can anybody tell me what is the unit? In current sensitivity, it is deflection division per ampere. What will be the unit in case of voltage sensitivity?
Division per
Anybody?
volt.
Huh?
Division per volt.
Division per volt. Very good. Okay. Right. So here the unit is division per volt. The unit is division per volt is the unit, or radian per volt also you can say. Right. According to Ohm's law. According to Ohm's law, what we know? According to Ohm's law, we know V is equal to I into R. We know V is equal to I into R. That value I can substitute in the, that value I can substitute in the equation and I can write it as, that is, this is equal to pi divided by I R. Right? You also know the value of pi. अभी substitute किया था देखो, pi का value क्या था? I is equal to, it is nothing but K into I divided by NBA. अभी pi का value भी इससे इस पे substitute कर सकते हो. क्या होता है देखो, So if you substitute the value of pi, it becomes I N B A. Correct. So here you will get it as KK. I will get cancelled. NBA divided by KR. NBA divided by KR. What I have written here, pi by V is your expression. I am substituting according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. I have substituted according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. बाद में क्या किया मैंने, पाई का एक्सप्रेशन from your moving coil galvanometer you have pi is equal to pi का वैल्यू क्या होता है NBA into I divided by K. So pi का value I have substituted, divided by IR is there, IR as it is I have written. I will get cancelled. Therefore voltage sensitivity you will get it as NBA divided by K into R. So don't get confused here. In case of current sensitivity, current sensitivity, you are getting the expression as what? NBA. You are getting the expression as what? NBA divided by R. Here what you are getting? K you are getting. Here NBA divided by K into R. So this is voltage sense. By today evening, I'll send you the notes. Once you see this expression, if you have any doubt here, you can ask. Any doubt, students? Okay, see the expression properly. If you have any doubt, you can ask. We are all about another concepts are there. I hope it is clear to you. I'll go for the last part of this lesson. Right? I hope there is no doubt. Okay. Yeah, I'll go for next point. That is, I told you already, we can convert galvanometer into voltmeter. We can convert galvanometer into ammeter. So our next point is how to convert or the conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter, or conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. So that we are going to see. It is there in your practical also, conversion of galvanometer into ammeter and voltmeter. So I'll continue with that. One second. Okay. So we will go for conversion of galvanometer into. First we will see conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. So first point is conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. How we will convert galvanometer into ammeter, that we will see now. So for that reason, you know simple circuits. Okay, so simple circuits consist of means suppose you are doing verification of Ohm's law. It consists of resistance. It consists of voltmeter, ammeter, plug key, battery, resistors. Like that, the connections will be there. Here, what we are doing? Here we are converting galvanometer into ammeter. How to convert galvanometer into ammeter? What is the device you require to convert a galvanometer into ammeter? So here what is required means you require a resistance. particular resistance value is required to convert galvanometer into ammeter. Particular resistance is required to convert galvanometer into ammeter. And you also know that any devices can be connected in two different ways. One is either you can connect it in a series or you can connect it in a parallel way, right? So here, whatever the resistance you are using, that resistors, in case of conversion of a galvanometer into ammeter, you are connecting the resistance. You are connecting the resistance in parallel with the galvanometer. Getting? When you connect a galvanometer to a suitable resistance in parallel with that, your galvanometer acts like a ammeter. Then here, whatever the resistance you are using, that resistance is called as shunt resistance. SHUNT. So it is called as shunt resistance. So what is shunt resistance here? A pointer galvanometer can be converted into ammeter by connecting a suitable low resistance. It is a low resistance value. The low resistance is called as shunt resistance. Okay. So this is the theory behind this conversion of galvanometer into ammeter, right? I hope it is clear to everyone. Means how you can convert a galvanometer into ammeter. Right? Okay. I hope theory is clear to you. Next, I'll show you the circuit diagram. What is our theory here? When a suitable low resistance is connected, in parallel with a galvanometer, the galvanometer behaves as a ammeter. Now the question comes, we are saying the low resistance. So how much low the resistance should be there so that your galvanometer acts as a ammeter? That is our question now, right? So first I'll show you the circuit diagram, how you are going to write the circuit diagram. It is very, very important concept for 3-mark compulsory question. In midterm exam as well as in final exam, you will get this question, as well as it is important for your practical also, because you have this experiment. Two are there. So we'll see, this year they may deduct one experiment in that, because we have two, one to ammeter, one to voltmeter. So देखेंगे बाद में कौन सा cancel होता है कौन सा रहता है, but two you need to practice because viva will be asked based on the both the conversion. So conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. What I am saying, I am connecting one low resistance. This low resistance, I'll take it as yes. This is connected to the galvanometer. This is connected to the galvanometer. This is your simple circuit. So here I'll show the direction of flow of current. Here I'll show the direction of flow of current. The current passing through the galvanometer. I'll take it as IG. IG का वैल्यू क्या है बोलो? IG मतलब क्या? करंट थ्रू द गैल्वेनोमीटर. I मतलब करंट होता है. And next IG मतलब करंट थ्रू द galvanometer, right? Okay, so this is your circuit diagram. See, where IG be the current through the galvanometer. The flow of current is in this way. Next, here what happens when you are connecting the resistance in parallel with it? Here the current flowing through the resistance, yes, here the current flowing the resistance, yes, is I minus IG. Why I am writing it as I minus IG? Because it is connected in parallel. You studied already connection of resistors in parallel and series. So here what happens? I is the current through the entire circuit. IG is the current through the galvanometer. When it is connected in parallel, the current through the resistance, yes, is given by I minus IG. मतलब 5 ampere flow हो रहा है अभी. Through the galvanometer 2 ampere. So 5 minus 2, that is nothing but 3. Like that you are taking the value of current to the yes resistance. Right? So this yes resistance is a low resistance. In 1 mark also they may ask you, how can you convert a galvanometer into a ammeter? What you are going to write? By connecting low resistance in parallel with the galvanometer, it can be converted into ammeter. This is the answer. I hope it is clear. By connecting, two terms should be there. One is low resistance. How it is connected? In parallel, it is connected. These two terms are very, very important, right? So other things, however you want, you can write it. But the thing is, the resistance are connected in parallel and the resistance value is very low. When a low resistance is connected in parallel, a galvanometer can be converted into ammeter. IGB the current through the galvanometer, I minus IGB the current through the shunt resistance. Okay, right. So here next what I'll do, next I'll write the mathematical expression. How I'll write the mathematical expression? I need to calculate the value of yes. अभी हमने बोला लो रेजिस्टेंस कनेक्ट करना है. लो रेजिस्टेंस मतलब कितना? 2 ohm, 1 ohm, 3 ohm कितना? So that is our question. That we need to calculate the value of yes. How I'll calculate the value of yes? I'll calculate the value of s as, I hope if I write down it is visible to you, right? So it is written as the potential difference. PD is nothing but what? It is the potential difference across the galvanometer. I'll write it in short. Potential difference across the galvanometer is equal to, potential difference across the galvanometer is equal to potential difference across the resistance. Yes, right? So by using this concept, I am calculating the value of yes. So according to Ohm's law, what you can write, potential difference is equal to, according to Ohm's law, potential difference is nothing but V is equal to IR. करेक्ट है. अकॉर्डिंग टू ओम्स लॉ हमें क्या पता है, करंट पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस V is equal to, it is I into R. Here it is potential difference across the galvanometer. It is I into R, right? It is I into R. Here which I into R will come? What is the I value through the galvanometer? It is I minus Ig. Resistance क्या है? Resistance is G here. Resistance is, sorry, that is yes. To the galvanometer, I'll write it as Ig into G. Correct? We know that potential difference V is equal to I into R. Correct है? I का value क्या है? Through the galvanometer it is Ig. Resistance is R, but here the resistance is G for the galvanometer, which is equal to potential difference across the resistor. It is now here it is I minus Ig. I minus Ig. Resistance क्या है? Instead of R it is yes. Instead of R it is yes. Therefore we get S is equal. S is equal to हमें क्या मिलता है? बोलो अभी. S is equal to, it is nothing but Ig divided by Ig into G divided by I minus G. This is your final expression for shunt resistance. Means by substituting the value of current through the galvanometer, resistance of the galvanometer, total current and Ig value, you can calculate how much low resistance you need to connect it in parallel, convert a galvanometer into voltmeter, sorry, ammeter, right? See the expression properly. If you have any doubt or if you want me to repeat any step, I'll repeat. Once again, I'll explain. Okay. So what you are doing, you are converting a galvanometer into ammeter. How you can connect? By connecting a low resistance in parallel with a galvanometer, you can convert galvanometer into ammeter. This is theory. How you can write the mathematical expression? Mathematical means you are connecting low resistance, मतलब low resistance का value कितना है हमें जानना है. How to calculate that? It is nothing but potential difference across the galvanometer is equal to potential difference across the resistance. Okay. What is potential difference across? According to Ohm's law, it is V is equal to I into R. Now what we are writing? Across the galvanometer, G is the resistance of the galvanometer, Ig is the current through the galvanometer. Therefore, it is Ig into G is equal to I minus Ig into yes. So simplify the expression for yes, that is Ig into G divided by I minus Ig. So if you know all the values, you can calculate the resistance value which you need to connect in parallel to convert it into a ammeter. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubt? So after this, we are left with only one concept. So you tell me whether it is clear or what, so that we can finish this lesson today. Okay. Thank you. So I'll continue with next point. That is the last conversion here, conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter, conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter. Can anybody guess what will be the conversion? Means what you need to do here? Low resistance in parallel. In case of voltmeter conversion, can anybody guess what will be the expression? Or how you need to convert? Any idea? Here low resistance in parallel. उसमें क्या होगा बोलो? Any guess? You can unmute yourself and you can tell me the answer. Logically think, no, little. Here low resistance in parallel. Yes, very good. Correct. Okay, so how you can convert a galvanometer into meter is you can connect, you can convert a galvanometer into voltmeter. Sorry. So here we have a galvanometer. When it is connected to the resistance R, so R is here high resistance. So R is the high resistance which is connected in series, which is connected in this. Then you can convert a galvanometer. Then you can convert a galvanometer into voltmeter. Is it clear? So here is the circuit diagram. Sorry. Okay. So here galvanometer is there. It is connected to the high resistance in series, so that galvanometer can be converted into voltmeter. Okay, so here we will see the expression. This is the circuit diagram where you are going to show like this. Right. Now here I'll write the expression for potential. I'll write the expression for potential V equal to. I'm okay. Little I have hold and so here V is equal to what we are going to write. Here V is equal to, our expression is V is equal to I into R. It is V is equal to I into R. So what is I here? I is nothing but Ig, current through the galvanometer, into R. Into R means what we are going to write? Into R is nothing but it is resistance of this high resistance plus G. Plus G. G क्या है? Yeah, that is resistance of the galvanometer. So this is V is equal to Ig into R plus G. हमें क्या कैलकुलेट करना है बोले? We need to calculate R value. क्योंकि previous expression in conversion of ammeter we calculated that small resistance S value, shunt resistance S value calculate किया था हमने. करेक्ट है? इधर हमें क्या calculate करना है? R value calculate करना है. Right? So how you can do? See, the last step is R is equal to, how you can simplify it? This becomes V divided by Ig. To transfer this Ig to the other side, it comes in the denominator, V divided by Ig. Here we are writing R is equal to, this becomes minus G. This becomes minus G. This is the expression for R value. Is it clear, everyone? So this is the last concept of this lesson. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Any doubt? So these both the derivations are important for 3 marks. One is how to convert a galvanometer into ammeter. Second one, how to convert a galvanometer into voltmeter. So how you can convert? You can convert a galvanometer into ammeter by connecting low resistance in parallel to the galvanometer. How to convert galvanometer into voltmeter? By connecting high resistance in series with the galvanometer. So S is equal to expression, that is a small resistance in case of ammeter. Expression is S is equal to, it is Ig divided by I minus Ig to G here, and here resistance, high resistance value, it is V divided by Ig minus G, where V is potential difference, Ig is current through the galvanometer, G is the resistance of the galvanometer. So when you come for the practical, you will get to know how that galvanometer resistance and all it will be there. It will be written on the device, or you can calculate by using multimeter also. So this is conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter. If you have any doubt, you can ask. So this completes your, I think, 8th topic in your NCERT textbook. This is 4th topic, that is moving charges and magnetism. It is 4th topic, but whatever topics are completed for you, you consider that this will be 8th topic. See, already 7 are over, so this will be 8th topic for you, right? So in this lesson, we have discussed what do you mean by magnet, what do you mean by magnetism. Then next, we have seen most important law, that is Biot-Savart law we have discussed. Then after that, application of Biot-Savart law for the current carrying loop. For that current carrying loop we have discussed. And after that, we have seen what is the expression for torque. Then parallel conductors. So parallel conductors, what is the expression for force experienced by them. And here we have defined 1 ampere is equal to definition. So this current carrying loop and this parallel conductor, these are important for 5 marks. So listen carefully. 5 mark important derivation is, one is that current carrying loop by using Biot-Savart law, and the other one is parallel conductors. These are important for 5 mark. Other than that, torque expression, Biot-Savart law, then a conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter, conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. These are 3 marks, 3 marks derivations. Current sensitivity, voltage sensitivity, you will get it for 2 mark, right? And moving coil galvanometer is also for 2 mark. So chapter is simple compared to your other topic. Cyclotron, actually it is there in your syllabus, but whatever syllabus they have deducted, in that you don't have cyclotron. Okay, once again I'll confirm, if it is there, later we can discuss that cyclotron. Actually it is deducted from the new pattern. Okay. Any doubt, students, in this full chapter? Tomorrow we will discuss few numericals. By today evening, I'll send you notes through the mail. You can copy those notes. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Any doubt here? Just once recall, I hope you people have textbooks. Already 3 months are over. Since 2-3 months you people are learning. I hope you have a textbook. Just go through the textbook. If you have any doubt, we can discuss in next class. Tomorrow class, I'll go for some numericals. You sit with book as well as pen so that you can solve and tell me the answer. Right?